And we are live. What's going on, Iron Chads? I'm Valen Ironclad. Today, if Atlas would quit reminding me that I have a game that I love their games, we're playing Persona 3 Portable. New game. Welcome to the world of Persona 3 Portable. This game, you can select the gender of the main character. Of course, the game will change based on the main character's gender. By choosing the male character, you will be able to play a version very close to the original Persona 3. Recommended for new players who have yet to experience Persona 3. Oh, don't worry, game. I've experienced Persona 3. I know that. Female character added to the game is not just for female players. She is also for veterans of Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES who want a new perspective. Now please, choose a gender. I think we just go with the female protagonist. Because FemC added more content into the game. Or maybe go with the male character. You know what? Let's just play the original. Difficulty say your choice will not influence the storyline. Choose a difficulty that fits your comfort level. Let's go normal. Change the difficulty level with the command menu. Begin the normal difficulty. Yes. Now, please enjoy the game. You know what, Atlas? That was a nice touch. Thank you, Atlas. This game is a work of fiction. No persons, groups, incidents. I missed it. Beep. Time never waits. It delivers all equally to the same end. You, who wish to safeguard the future, however limited it may be, you'll be given 1 year. Go forth without falter, and your heart as your guide. Welcome back to Japan. Well, that's just the moon, but you catch my drift. Terminal station. Evening. The station entrance is buzzing with activity. Meanwhile, elsewhere...
I just put it to my head.
This is why the game I put mature.
Pull the trigger.
Mm.
No chickening out.
It's not a real gun. It's not a real gun. It's not a real gun.
No, I can't.
Inside the New City passenger train, Anihazuru...
Due to a malfunction in the switching system, today's rail schedule has been greatly altered. We apologize to any customers who are in a hurry. The next stop is Iwa Todai.
Butterfly effect.
Iwa Todai.
This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please take care to board before our departure.
You got it, Chief. You arrived late. It's almost midnight. Boom. Huh? I have a voice. Something about the atmosphere seems odd. It'd probably be best to hurry to the dorm. As you walk from the station, you notice coffin-like objects lining the deserted city. It's an eerie, gigantic moon. I'm not even going to try and read that. Uator dorm. Or mentioned in your admission pamphlet.
Welcome. You're late. I've been waiting a long time.
An unknown boy is holding a piece of paper out to you.
If you want to proceed, then please sign here. It's a contract. There's no need to be scared.
Why are you in a prison suit?
It only binds you to accepting full responsibility for your actions.
Something is written on the paper he's holding out to you. I chooses this fate of my own free will. Below is a blank to sign your name. Oh man. Hey, Snom, how are ya? We're just signing our life away. Enter your last name. I'm vibing. Hell yeah. L.A. Look at that. I'm grooving. Hell yeah. We're in the
Very
dark.
well.
I'm confused as fuck as I write. Snom, that's like three things you're doing right now.
Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. Wishing won't make it go away.
Yeah.
And so it begins.
Our 1 year to save the world. The unknown boy disappeared, as if melting into the darkness.
Who's there? How can you be... But it's...
Hey, are you playing as male or female? I decided to go with male for the first playthrough, just so I can remind myself of the whole series. I almost chose female, though.
Don't tell me.
That I'm a Valen Ironclad with Take the Shot Media? Yes, I am. It's holding something that looks like a gun.
Wait.
You should have. Should I just restart and just go play female route? That would have been Avila. Son of a bitch. I could have. Velas.
The lights.
Do it.
I didn't think you'd arrive so late.
Hey, yo.
My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm.
You womp.
Who's he?
He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm.
Is it okay for him to be here?
I guess we'll see. This is Yukari Takeba.
Yukari!
She'll be a junior this spring, just like you.
Hi, I'm Yukari.
Why do you have a gun? Nah, we'll just do it's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
It's getting late, so you should get some rest. Your room's on the second floor at the end of the hallway. Your things should already be there.
Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me.
Thank God there's voice acting in this. Dormitory, second floor hallway at the furthest door.
This is it. Pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's right at the end of the hall. So, any questions?
Does that kid
What
live
are
here
you
too?
talking about? Come on, it's not funny.
I know what you're talking about.
Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay?
What do you mean?
You know what I... Never mind. It seems like you're all right. Well, I better get going. I'm sure you still have other questions, but let's save them for later, okay?
Okay.
Good night.
Yukari, walk down the stairs. This is your assigned room. Use the D-pad or left stick to move the cursor. Hold down the cancel button to make the cursor move faster. Press the guide button displayed. All the icons can be easily accessed. Press the guide button again to hide the icons. Press the command menu button to access config, load, data, or title screen. You are tired today. You should go to bed early. The mirror reflects your regular face. You are tired today. You should go to bed early. You're not Morgana. You can't tell me what to do. It won't let me select the bed. Calendar. Show a day. There we go. Go to bed early. Let's go to sleep.
It's Yukari. Are you awake?
Open the door.
Good morning. Did you sleep okay? Mitsuru Senpai asked me to take you to school. Are you ready to go?
Yeah,
Okay, then let's go.
Is that the new city passenger car train?
We have to take the monorail to get there. Bet your last school wasn't like that, huh? This is my favorite part, when it feels like you're gliding over the sea. Our stop is Port Island Station at the end of the line. From there, we walk. Have you ever heard of Tatsumi Port Island? It's a man-made island. They built our school right in the middle.
This music slaps.
Oh look, you can see it now. Morning! Morning. Well, here we are. Welcome to Gekukan High. You're gonna love it here. You're okay from here, right? You should go see your homeroom teacher first.
Who's my homeroom teacher?
The faculty office is right there to the left. And that concludes the tour. Do you have any questions before I go?
Which class are you
Me?
in?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the classroom assignments yet. Hey, about last night, don't tell anyone what you saw, okay?
Okay.
See you later.
There are many people standing in front of the bulletin board. Press the sub-menu button to select an area to go. Go there immediately. Please make use of this function to move around. Two students are talking. Cuz, why are you wearing your PE uniform? School just started. You really ought to find somewhere to change into some normal clothes. Yeah, I guess. Okay, fine. Don't glare at me like that. Where's the bulletin room with the homerooms posted? It's right there. You're in Class F, Cuz. I'm in a different homeroom, so I can't keep an eye on you. I worry about you sometimes. Yes, I think it's that way. Actually, I'm new here, so you should probably ask somebody else. No need for them to post the names of the kids who are going to be in our class. I mean, we'll never see them again after we graduate anyways. Alright, I have the worst teacher ever. Posters are posted. Can't find your name. Look for it again. There's a small note with your name on it. Valen Ironclad, Class F. Also notice the name Yukari Takabe is also on it. You'll be in the same class as her. Don't see my name. What should I do? There it is. Class F, huh? Bye-bye. Miss Toriumi. Well, she is older than me, but I was hoping for Miss Kano. Hi there, welcome. Do I have money? I do have money. I can't get the book cover. Damn it. Kids don't know how to show their elders respect. We're their teachers. We live longer than them. Alright, our gang had to pull that one on me at the very beginning of the term. I'm sorry, sir, but I have to go. It's time to place my order. Even you're shooing me away? Some way to start the school year. I don't think my nerves can take this. Alright, I get it. You want me to order more of those cream-filled breads you like so much, right? I could just ask. Go to the faculty office. Where the fuck is the faculty office? It's not my persona. That button. Okay, seriously, where's the faculty office? Oh, we just need to go to this hallway. And we're in a kabuto. It looks like a teacher is talking to a foreign male student. Do you see? Every man must have the passionate samurai spirit within him. At our school, we encourage our students to think like samurai in order to accomplish great things. So that's fantastic. These teachings of Bushido are important then as they are now. Yes, you may not be a native of this land, but the spirit of the samurai flows through you just the same. You seem to be having fun. Do I have the spirit of a samurai? I hope so.
Oh, are you the new student?
Yes, a Valen Ironclad.
11th grade, correct?
Looking through pages of the
Wow,
color.
you've lived in a lot of different places.
Wait.
Let's see. In 1999, that was what, 10 years ago? Your parents... I'm sorry. I've been so busy I didn't have time to read this beforehand.
Wow.
I'm Miss Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, such enthusiasm. Have you seen the classroom assignments? You're in 2F. That's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Follow me.
As you begin the new school year, I'd like each of you to remember the proverb, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Man.
When applied to student life, This means
Principal continues his speech.
Psst. Hey,
Student behind you is trying to get your
you came
attention.
to school with Yukari this morning, right?
Hell yeah, I did.
I saw you two walking together. Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
Do you know if she has a boyfriend?
I met her last night. I don't know.
I see. I thought you might know, but I guess not. So how well do you know her?
I hear talking.
Wah.
I believe it's someone in Ms. Toriumi's class.
Shh, be quiet. You're going to get me in trouble.
Lots of people talking. After school. Your first after school session is about to begin.
Sup, dude? How's it going?
Where are you?
Me? I'm Junpei Iori. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's
I
Junpei.
transferred here when I was in 8th grade. I know how tough it is being the new kid. So wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am?
Wah. Oh, it's Yukari.
Hey, it's Yucatan. I didn't think we'd be in the same class again.
At it again, huh? I swear you'll talk to anyone if they'll listen. Did you ever think you might be bothering someone?
What? But I was just being friendly.
If you say so. Anyway, some coincidence that we'd be in the same homeroom, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Funny, huh?
Hello? Are you forgetting that I'm in this class too? By the way, I heard you two came to school together this morning. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt.
What are you talking about?
God, this music is great.
We live in the same dorm. There's nothing going on, okay? Why are people even talking about it? Now you have me worried.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. I almost forgot something. This. Okay, I'm back.
Hey, you didn't say anything to anyone about you know what, did you?
You know
Don't
what?
tell me you forgot already. Seriously, don't say anything about last night, all right?
Junpei's just like,
What?
Last night?
Wait a minute. Don't get the wrong idea. Listen. I just met him yesterday, and there's absolutely nothing between us.
top 10 anime betrayals.
Jeez.
Yukari, why?
I've got to go. I've got something to take care of for the archery team. But you better not start any rumors.
She beats my ass with a
Who
rake.
cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway.
There's literally a whole Persona game based around rumors.
She's so paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here and people are already talking about you.
Wait,
Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You the man. This is gonna be a fun year. I can feel it.
dude, bam.
Whoa, check out the jocks on the run. Say, you thinking about joining a club? You'd be joining as a new member, though, so you won't be able to apply for a little while.
Bam, bam, bam. Had small talk with Junpei as you went home. Junpei seems like a good guy. You can save your game at the sign-in sheet.
Welcome back.
Hey, Mitsuri! What will you do? I will save. Should be outside on your own at night. It's too dangerous. Anyways, you must be tired. You should get a good night's rest. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Just looking around. There's not much to see. You're probably pretty tired, huh? Maybe you should go to bed early tonight. Why is everyone Morgana? Men's room. You feel refreshed. Your condition has become great. Hell yeah. It's a vending machine. Buy something to drink. CeeLo Mist. CeeLo Mist. My room. You feel tired, you should get some rest. Later, at the dormitory lounge, a young man walked down the stairs as Mitsuru was reading a book.
I'm going out for a bit.
Have you seen the newspapers lately?
I know. People who had no problems before are suddenly developing acute cases of apathy syndrome. I've seen it in the news quite often lately. They say it's due to stress, but...
It's really due to demons.
Yeah, right. It has to be them. Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
Actually, shadows.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay on your own?
Don't worry, I'm just getting a little practice.
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
April 5th. Oh, still 4th. Oh, April 8th. You hear the rumor? Oh, something about a bathroom? No. Not that one. I mean the story of about the first-year student. Not only did she stop coming to school, she does nothing but sit and stare at the walls all day. Her mother tries to talk to her, she only mutters to herself, "It's coming. It's coming." Huh. How about that? You don't believe me? Textbooks, and we'll take a look at the first novel by Zenzo Kaisa. Why him? I'd rather read Utsubo Kubota. He became famous as a singer, but he's also produced fine literature. Wonder why it's not in the textbook. Well, I'll just bring Kubuta's book next time. Hey Junpei, were you listening? Who did I say was my favorite author? Who's she like? Persona 3 portable answers. April classrooms. Ah, yes. Utsoba. Listening after all. Well, you know how I like to pay attention. Man, you saved my bacon, Balin. In the classroom, whispering. Balin gave him the answer. He must pay attention to class. You've become slightly more popular. Your charm has increased. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be a charming motherfucker. Class has ended for today. There's nothing to do. You decide to go back to the dorm room. I want to talk to this guy. Son of a bitch. The dormitory lounge. Yukari is already here. Talking with an unfamiliar man.
He's back.
So, this is our new guest.
Good
Good evening. My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your school.
Okay.
Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it?
I'm not saying it.
That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes. I apologize about the confusion regarding your accommodations. However, it may take a while longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask? There were only 4 students in this dorm. You, Yukari here, Mitsuru, and a senior named Akihiko Sanada.
Sanada.
I hope you all get along. Do you have another question?
Right
To
here.
welcome you, of course. Speaking of which, where's Mitsuru, Yukari?
She's upstairs.
As diligent as always. Although it doesn't hurt to come down and say hello. Do you have another question?
The other night I
You saw
said,
something strange. Like what? You were probably just tired. I wouldn't worry about it.
something doesn't seem right.
Do you have another question?
Why is the
Then
sky blue?
I hope you have a successful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me, you must be tired from all the excitement. You should go to bed early.
Why is everyone Morgana?
As they say, the early bird catches the bookworm. Please forgive the bad pun.
Wah. Wah. Kari has the right idea.
You'll get used to his lame jokes.
You should rest for today. You decide to return to your room and sleep. So sleepy. Later, at a certain room in the dormitory.
Working hard?
Hardly working.
So, how's he doing?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's asleep now. Mr. Chairman, do you think he's...
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is approaching.
Meanwhile, in the back alley of Tatsumi Port Island.
This sucks.
Upbeat music is playing from a radio that the man threw away.
KJ Radio presents the Bay Tuners. Tune in again next week for more of the hits.
This program is brought to you by Kirijo Electronics. Kirijo Electronics, always there when you need them. The time is now midnight.
Huh? What the? What's happening to me?
Oh, Lord. Back in a certain room in the dormitory.
He's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
Hands off Mitsuru, she's mine. Hey man, why you always call it... Yeah. Why are you already calling dibs?
Then he must be...
Besides, look at Yukari. Like, goddamn.
As you can see, he's retained his human form. He's asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour.
Yeah, they're both pretty cool.
The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential. Although, he must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
Scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
Yes, sir.
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
These women are watching me sleep. Master. Master of Aelin Ironclad. Oh shit, is it my homie Igor in the Velvet Room? The Velvet Elevator. Oh yeah, it's an elevator in this game.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
That's also an elevator.
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
Pleased to meet you.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place.
Which I did. The paper you signed at the dorm is lying before Igor.
Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room. You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so. I only ask one thing in return.
What's that, Igor?
That you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make.
I have to be responsible? Okay.
Hold on to this.
You obtained the Velvet Key.
Till we meet again.
Felt like you had a strange dream. It's time to go to school. Yo. Man, I'm so sleepy today. In times like these, it's best to sleep during class. You ever notice how sometimes taking a nap in class makes you feel more refreshed than sleeping at home? I know what you mean. Right? You go from dead to being completely full of energy again. It's such a great feeling. And again, I'm not listening to the lecture, so I'm screwed later. Okay, but we have classic literature today, which means we're stuck with Mr. Nasty O. Ikoda. I'm Mr. Ikoda. I'll be teaching you classic literature. I'll be teaching you about good old Japan all year. Some people say classic lit isn't relevant to everyday life, but oh, how they're wrong. Students, the other teachers, wrong. Nobody really understands classic lit. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. We'll stay awake. Hey, are you listening to me? Wake up, children. Now open your textbooks. First on our syllabus is Issei Monogatari, your origin of Japanese literature. You're gonna lose your voice reading Persona dialogue. Yeah. Very interesting story. Youngsters might call it da bomb. So I can tell you people are zoning out. You stayed up and listened to the lecture. Your academics has increased.
Wow.
I are smarter. You decided to go home with Junpei. Hell yeah, going to the mall.
Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we usually end up here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade, and oh, this is where you come to rent out CDs too.
Goated voice alert.
Then there's that club over there. But of course, I've never seen the inside.
Station is bustling with students on their way home.
Welcome back.
What's up? The moon is beautiful tonight. Might be nice to read a book by moonlight once in a while. These network computers were installed when the dorm was built. Their main purpose is to send the school reports about daily life here in the dorm. There used to be a dorm mother here to do stuff like cooking, but there's just us students here now. Great to have somebody like that doing stuff for us, don't you think? You're right. Not a good cook, and Mitsuri Senpai just doesn't do things like that. It's like a treasure vault full of money we can't spend. Go to the bathroom. You feel refreshed. Your condition has become great. Your room. There, you should get some rest. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. I'm so sleepy. At a certain room in the dormitory.
How is he?
The same as last night.
Very interesting. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation. But this subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
Except that he's always so sleepy.
But we're treating him like a guinea pig.
I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members. I heard he's your classmate. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade?
Yeah, I guess. But still.
Emergency call from outside rang through the room.
Command room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
Right. Be careful.
Oh man, here it comes.
Akihiko!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
I wouldn't consider that joking.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
Ah! What the? You've got to be kidding me!
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room. Takiba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
Like I had a choice. What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go!
I'm going!
Yukari, wake me up, I'm scared. Oh no, I decided to go take a look.
Wake up! Sorry, I'm coming in!
No, I'm naked.
I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now!
Okay.
Hurry, downstairs! We'll leave through the back door. Wait, take this, just in case.
Hey, you a short sword.
Okay, let's go.
Where'd you pull that out of?
Alright, we should be safe now.
Takiba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy. The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw.
What? Let's pull back.
To the roof.
What was that? It's getting closer. Keep moving, hurry! The door's locked. I think we're safe for now.
But my stuff is in my room.
Huh?
Oh boy, combat.
You gotta be kidding me! It climbed up the wall?
Well, yeah, look at all those arms.
There. They're on the roof.
That gigantic shadow. Just what is it we're dealing with?
Let's go, Mitsuru.
Wait.
That's the thing that attacked this place. We call them shadows. Oh yeah, I have to fight. I can summon mine. No problem. Here goes.
Well, I have the gun now. It's not a real gun, everyone. It's not a real gun. Wow, Inception, you timed that perfectly. Let's go ahead and do that.
What on earth was that?
He summoned a persona. Simon's well of power has subsided. Orphis regained its original form. You have attained a new persona. Go ahead.
Is it over? It's still moving!
A piece of the shadow is heading for Yukari.
No! Get away from me!
Yukari, just use the invoker. You have to save her. Never be charity. And me, your buddy, come full society. Damn right. Yeah. With the surge of energy inside after the recent battle. Hit points and spirit points have increased. Able to create personas up to level 3. Something inside you has changed. Orphis leveled up. Orphis learned at Agi. The monster disappeared. Seems Yukari is safe too. You feel exhausted. You are losing consciousness.
Are you okay?
Yukari, pick me up. Take me to bed. I'm scared.
Oh, come on! Please! Can you hear me? Answer me!
This is the Velvet Room, was it?
It's so nice to see you again. You became unconscious after awakening to your power.
Power courses through me.
I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche.
Persona?
A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships. When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others. The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability. Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord.
Hell yeah.
Until then, farewell.
Bye, Igor. Wow, we went all the way to Sunday. The 19th. Your head is getting clearer. I was unconscious the whole time? See a white ceiling. Wonder how long you've been asleep. You feel someone's present beside you.
You're awake.
Ah, it's my homegirl Yukari.
How do you feel?
Where am I?
Thank goodness you finally came to. Oh, this is Tatsumi Memorial Hospital. It's just a short walk from the station. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted.
For 2 weeks?
I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. But your power, it was amazing.
She loves my power. What were those
You mean the
things?
shadows? They're what we're fighting against. And the power you used, we call it persona. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you.
What do you mean?
My dad died in an accident when I was little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past.
Who doesn't know about my past?
But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group. So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekkoukan High, and why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
It's not your fault.
Thanks. But still, here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Bye!
She does care about me. Yeah, long time no see. What's up? Did you have an upset stomach or something? Anyways, I gotta tell you something. What's up? Actually, oh wait, I'm not supposed to say anything. Sorry, man. Junpei, I swear to God, homie. I swear to God. Someone's full of energy today. I can hear you from all the way over there. Ah, you two came separately today, even though you guys are in the same dorm. We're all tired of hearing you talk about that. Valen-kun, are you feeling better? Sorry to hit you with this first thing in the morning. Ikutsuki-san wants to talk to you. Come to the 4th floor of the dorm after school, okay? Don't forget. That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. Mammoths are badass. Wraps up for the Stone Age. I'm tired of lessons about stones. I'd rather talk about Sengoku era, Japan's history. History's not that exciting until then. Though I paid to do this, so I gotta. It's tough being an adult. Next is Jomon period, when the samurai get to live their day in the sun. That's a question at random and call it a day. Hey, Junpei, what's the style of houses Jomon period called? How am I supposed to know something about way back then? Quick avail, what the heck is he talking about? Okay. They were called mud houses. Built by digging a hole in the ground and supporting the roof. No use, I can't get interested. I want to get to the age of katanas. Everything else is so dull. Hey, I answered right, and I don't get any credit. Oh well, thanks, Valen. Who are your classmates whispering? Valen told Junpei the answer. He's really smart. He becomes slightly more popular. Your charm has increased. Class has ended for a day. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. You decide to go back early. There's no one in the lounge. You were told to go to the 4th floor. Get quick save data from the command menu to continue playing from a quick save. So continue from the title screen. The layout of progress. Current floor will be reset, and you'll start at the beginning of the floor. Oh, that I gotta sign the paper. Restroom. Go in. Ah, yeah, there's the clip. You feel normal. Oh, right, because I just got out of like a mini coma. A room on the 4th floor. Yukari, Mitsuru, Chairman, and an unfamiliar male are sitting here.
Ah, There you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
What's up?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Get the French out of here. No.
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I know how you feel. Who would believe such a story? But the dark hour occurs each night, right at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Sounds like an absolute fucking blast.
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
How do you fight them?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys.
I see.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
His table, a silver gun gleams uncannily from inside.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us.
I want to go home.
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
All right.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room?
Let's go.
I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. But wasn't that? Oh, never mind.
You join SEAS to fight the shadows. A voice rings in your head. The Fool Arcana. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Fool Arcana. You establish the SEAS social link of the Fool Arcana. You can earn any XP bonus when fusing personas of the Fool Arcana. You feel your inner strength growing. Recall what Igor said about the power of social links. The intensity of social links strengthens the power of the personas. Social links, are these the bonds you form with people you meet? You are still tired from your hospital stay. You decide to return to your room. That all happened on 4/20. As your door is off, you feel someone's presence.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are ya? How'd you get in here?
I'm always with you.
Creepy.
Soon, the end will come.
Don't.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
The end?
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
The boy disappeared. Morning. Thanks about yesterday. Akihiko-senpai's injury too, and I was really uneasy about working alone with Mitsuru-senpai. Leave it to me. Yeah, let's do our best together. I wonder what Senpai's injury is going to be. He said it wasn't a major injury. We've been talking to you in class.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Mitsuru left.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
It seemed that Junpei was listening too.
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
She's just what? Dormitory, 4th floor command room. Mitsuru and Akihiko are already there.
Welcome back.
We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce.
Huh?
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy. What's up?
Junpei? Why are you here?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential?
For real?
For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Didn't happen to me.
Big deal. It happens to everyone else. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Junpei has joined C's.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Tartarus!
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train.
Get them gains.
You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Yakugan High School front gate.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Behold, Tartarus! That's a huge tower.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
Because it turned into Tartarus, Junpei. Were you not paying attention?
You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the Dark Hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
So this is Tartarus. You decide to enter the tower.
Whoa, it's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
Okay.
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
You're in charge.
Hell yeah.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
I'm the main protagonist.
But
That's why.
he has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
That's the spirit.
Oh shit, the Velvet Room.
What's the matter?
Velvet key is in your hand, shining. The key fits the door's keyhole as it was being sucked into it.
I've been waiting for you.
Hi, Igor.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Nature about
your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce, but please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Bye, Igor.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie. Don't
Nothing.
tell me you just dozed off. You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game. Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
They don't seem to see the door.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Hell yeah. You can check your own status by pressing the command menu button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. You can also pay money to heal by accessing this clock. Yep. Okay, so there's the clock. Unknown device. Some kind of device you've never seen before. It seems to be functioning right now. So this is Tartarus. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be in charge. Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle. Make sure you back them up. Tartarus, are you ready? Ready. Go for the following block.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
We'll be fine.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
She can hear you. Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Get some medicine. I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the action button to use your weapon. You can hit an enemy before it hits you. You'll have advantage at the start of battle. Get over here!
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Nah.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Attack.
That one just won't die.
Please hit! I couldn't defeat it.
Skill. Hell yeah.
A complete victory. Great job.
Snuff Soul. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? The staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. Can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. With the shadow ahead of you, you'd be at disadvantage if the enemy gets the hit in first. Try to surprise your opponents with the first strike. Fine.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Sure.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Yes.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't...
And the weakness is fire.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Ah, shit. I fucked that up.
One more. Just one more.
That one just won't die.
I have to change targets.
Please hit! I couldn't defeat it.
Yeah.
Yes. The enemy
Here's
is
a
vulnerable.
chance. Let's get him.
There's a chance. All out attack.
Here, you son of a...
Bam. The medicine. Good. The shadow just around the corner. Approach it carefully while avoiding being spotted. The map will provide quite useful as you explore. Use it often. Okay, let's see if I can
Were you
not.
able to exploit the enemies? If you didn't already notice, would you like more Then...
I know what to do. Okay, so that's how you switch.
A wisely chosen attack.
Nice!
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. The enemy is vulnerable.
Here's
Keep
our
going.
chance for an all-out attack!
Let's get it done! Hell yeah. Serious cards have appeared in your mind. Now you'll occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from what shelves before your eyes. If you pick the card with the persona on it, you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each which have unique effects or rewards. Keep track if you want to try and pick it. The action button with desired cards directly in front of you. Fuck. Once for its growth, your experience increases. Gary's persona I was leveled up. Hermes. I wanted Pixie. Snuff Soul. Detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to enemy engagement. Have the nest Akiba to heal you. Goodbye. Yeah.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack.
We've been performing all-out attacks.
That concludes the basics of battle. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win them, there may be times, however, when this battle is one of those.
And we hit fire.
Attack again!
Awesome!
You struck the enemy's weak point. A wisely chosen attack.
Nice!
The
enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Ooh, yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Baby, baby. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Shuffle time. Pixie. Ah. You welcome stars into your heart. Now level up. Level 4. Level ups all around. Hell yeah. Probably use an item. We should be good. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience about it. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. Use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. But if they get too far away while they split up, you'll not be able to use skills or items on them. Be careful of that. Press the sub-menu button to issue orders to your allies. When your party members get too far away, their portrait at the bottom right of the screen will darken. The skills and items cannot be used on them. Also, party members may encounter shadows while split up. While they're in battle, you will not be able to change their equipment. How's the sub-menu? You're in charge. What are you waiting for? Issue the order, split up. The hell's this? System. Keyboard. Character move forward, move back. Let's go to dungeon. Sub-menu is F. Okay. Split up. And look for the stairs. Access points I am, however, if they're not very strong, they can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Switch!
Find access point, what do you want to do?
Okay,
Dude. Huh, well, that's a pretty neat feature. Okay. Regroup.
Everyone, return to the leader.
I don't think that was a thing in the first Persona. Let's turn to the entrance. Alrighty. Ah, Junpei found an item. That's what that was. Entrance.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
I'll be right back. I go glitching out again. And I'm back.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
You didn't even
Damn,
use your
I'm
persona.
beat.
that's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
Because we're the A-team.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
The event, you combine your powers with your teams, you're able to stand against the shadows, you feel a bond forming between yourselves. Power in your heart intensify as a bond between your friends. Rank 2. See social link is ranked level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. You feel tired as well. You decided we best return to your room and rest. Going home. It'll be the next day when you stop exploring and return to your dorm. Return to the dorm. Yep. Hey, you're a Balin, right? Yeah, why? Man, I knew it. I heard from Junpei that you're pretty close with Yukari. What's up with that? Guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyways. By the way, I'm Kenji Tomochika. There's more than assembly, so we better hurry. Somebody tells me that's
That
social.
concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her.
Junpei, do you want to be stepped on? As student council president.
Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school.
You're getting bogged. Hold on, let me find it. There's a bog for you, Inception.
However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said?
Junpei. Sort of.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Alright, today we're going to over Meiji era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what? I'm tired of these textbooks. I just went over this novel in the last class. I got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. Isolated cloud suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Stay awake. Alright, Kenji, you better not be sleeping back there. You shame yourself, take a nap while I pour my heart into reading this poem. For that, you're getting another essay along with your regular assignment today. Good night. It's like a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. And don't you cheap out with the store about stuff like last time. You stayed up and listened to the lecture. Your academics has increased. Class is ended for today. Today you'll be able to use your time after school as you wish. If you have established social links, you can spend time with those individuals. Also, there are many places you can go in the area to raise your charm, courage, and academics. Be sure to look around the town as well as in your school. Who's this guy? Someone hear that starting on the 24th, some athletic teams will be recruiting new members. Just the track team, kendo team, and swim team, though. The others are full. If you're just enjoying, why don't you go check it out? Go down the stairs and to the right, eventually you'll find it. Hey, new guy. What do you think of the girls here compared to your old school? They're better here. I knew it. Our class is a ton of hot chicks. Crazy, I heard no one was even close to her in the election considering her background. I don't know why they bothered. Let's face it, we're all just plain ordinary. Just plain ordinary compared to her. Tend to get lost in school? Yes. Where are you heading? Leave this room and go down the stairs to the right. The art room, music room, and science room will be there. Now, rumor has it that the sub-menu is convenient for getting closer to your destination. I don't know where you'd find that sub-menu button, though. Anyone else in the room? Nope. Sub-menu. Sounds like he knows what he's saying, doesn't he? Well, listen to this. Last year, he was dating 2 women at the same time. Scandalous. Thing is, They worked together, and they found out, and they both dumped him. He who hunts two hares at once will catch neither. That means a student like you who's always trying to do two things at once will. The teacher continues to scold the student. Who's this guy? Here because I'm not feeling too good. I just want some cough drops. She gave me this weird looking medicine. I was in the mood to gather my courage, so I declined. And then she busted out another weird medicine that I've never seen before. This is the nurse's office. Let's go in. How can I help you? However, keep in mind that you are interrupting my scholarly pursuits. You seem healthy enough. My eyes cannot be deceived. Now get back to class. Seems he will only see you if you are sick or tired. Door is locked to the library. Let's check the faculty office. Would be wise to enter without a good reason. Economics room. A mixture of Japanese and some other language. Or if you understand, you need to improve your academics. New screen, it says sorry, but the music club is no longer accepting new members. Damn. Yeah, there's no sorry, but the target club is no longer accepting new members. The sign on the door of the Hoga looks like it was written in another language. It's hard to read. It doesn't look like English. Listen close, you can hear mysterious voices inside. One awfully mysterious home economics class, if you tell me. Room. Door's locked. When I'm busy using the cell, can text me later. Who's this person? Seems special to some reason. I wonder why it's there. Does it commemorate something? Yeah, it's no practice are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so that's where we'll improve our athleticism. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Second floor class hallway. She says she's going to quit being a high schooler. Well, it's her life, not mine. School's barely started and there's already been a student who quit. She only had 2 years left. What if she doesn't even graduate from high school? When you were absent, there was an election for student council president. Sarah Senpai's speech was so cool, I voted for her. Looks so small compared to her. Who's this person? Parents always nag me like study for exams and stuff. They're so annoying. I just became a junior. I'm supposed to be having fun. They just cave into some money, so they're getting all strict about my future and junk. Let's go to town. I decided to go home with them. Some commercials pretty good.
It's Akihiko-senpai! Wait for us!
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I didn't used to talk to him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet?
Anyone who knows a captain of the boxing team?
I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Who? Us? Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station. See you there.
Perfect.
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who, these girls? I don't even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, why can't he be more friendly?
Because you don't give him space.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Ah, well, let's go.
Akihiko asked you to meet him at the Palawina Mall police station. You decided to head over there. Let's go to the mall. Here you look, you see young couples. What are they waiting for? Go after someone. You're still young, you've got no excuse not to be together with some sweetie of your own. Are you here for the arcade? You want to know about the games? Here, I can tell you all about them. Sure. Play the quiz game today or try the fortune teller machine. The quiz game is pretty difficult. It's a good way to improve your academics. I'm not sure how good the fortune teller machine does, but I hear it gets some kind of magical powers. Well, that about covers it. Alright, we're at the police station. Yeah, man, say, have you heard anything about the business of ordinary healthy people changing overnight? Yeah, I know about it. Obviously, it's all over the TV. Alright, did I forget to buy shampoo? No rush, just wait for the sale. Isn't Saturday the sale at pharmacy? Okay, so it's the same conversation. Cafe, B Blue B, police station.
Thank you, sir. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Really? Sweet!
You and Junpei received 5,000 yen.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Officer Kurosawa has connections. But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
Hell yeah.
I realize that.
Our arms dealer's a police officer.
Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right.
Don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Ooh. Yes. Da, da, da. 40, 12, 10. Let's get some sandals. Ooh, I probably should have saved some money. Sure, we'll get the luck ring. If I was in, would take off. Some bad mood later. Bam. Spend time at various shops around town. Many shops will raise your charm, courage, or academics. They're high enough you can meet new people. Academics, charms, courage, or one of your equipped persona stats. Yes. I am too broke. Well, I guess I'm going home. But now I'm strapped like car seats.
Welcome back.
Gotta explore your turrets, some mats, and I'd like you to delete the team. You never know when a powerful enemy might appear like the one you faced the other day. It's best to be prepared or else you may find yourself in a difficult situation. So whenever you like to explore turrets, let me know and I'll gather everyone. I'm sure there's other things you will need to take care of. You may go out at night if you need to. Ultimate freedom! Expedition. Go to Tartarus. As we explore Tartarus, we cover our temporary base of operations. I'm counting on you. Are you ready? Ready. A few floors up, there's a barricade preventing you from going any higher. The tower seems to have a number of these interesting on the next floor. I know I told you that the layout changes each day, but these barriers seem to be in fixed locations. Therefore, I'd like you to try and reach the first barricade, but don't push yourselves too hard. If you go back in from the entrance, you'll be able to resume from the highest floor you previously reached. Leave these to you just in case. If you're in danger, don't hesitate to use them. I'm counting on you. Going to Tartarus. Gonna punch some demons. In a moment, I'll check to see what's beyond this floor. A great source of power above you. It's still relatively far away, but keep your guard up nonetheless. I can spin the camera. Okay.
Two enemies detected. Yes, excellent attack. Get him!
We'll just attack this one. Critical hit. Just the time. I want this one. Hell yeah, we got Pixie. Change. Orpheus is leveled up. New skill card. This poison. Okay. Dead end. Oops. Ooh, new enemies.
3 enemies. We're at a disadvantage.
Don't think they're gonna be weak to fire, so we'll do Persona.
3 enemies remain.
Skill. Are you weak to ice?
Yes,
you are weak to ice.
Another enemy down. There's only one left.
Are you weak to ice? Stop. Obtain practice bow. Equipment. Okay, she already has the practice bow. Now when you strike it, weak point it falls. It looks so funny like that. I guess it wouldn't be so funny if you got attacked while laughing too hard. Yeah.
Be careful. There are 4 enemies. Yes, excellent attack.
Nice!
Another enemy defeated. 2 remain.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up! You couldn't defeat it!
Who's the man?
by 1, magic increased by 1, agility is increased by 1. Oh, sweet money.
Two enemies detected.
I don't remember what these are weak to. It's not ice.
Only one more.
They're weak to fire.
Last one.
I couldn't defeat it.
We'll save some MP.
Not bad, huh?
Two enemies detected.
Persona.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Persona!
You both
Yes, excellent attack.
Here's a chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
Junpei's at 69 health. Nice. Let's do this one. Here we have this persona, the card vanishes. Damn it.
Two enemies detected.
We can just kill these guys. Especially if we get a crit.
Excellent attack. One more.
Hell yeah, Junpei.
Not bad, huh?
So we don't need the teleporter yet. Anything behind the stairs? Nope. Looks like a maze. Even the access point seems to be randomly distributed. If you feel like you're in danger, don't hesitate to return. Persona. Oh, right. I can just go. Item. Get a medicine.
One enemy detected.
Vemberg, what's going on, buddy? How's your Nuzlocke? What's going on, Raiders? I'm a Valen Ironclad with Take the Shot Media. We're playing some Persona 3. Practice bow. That's the second one we got. Oops. Give a shout out to old Vembert here. Hopefully that bot works. Yep. So you know the thing I did week 1 where I got a Pokemon killed randomly for no reason? Oh. Oh no. Which one was it? Happened again. Son of...
Two enemies detected.
Still. Fire on you.
One more.
Damn, man.
Awesome.
69 SP. Young Brotherhood of Timeful. How's Persona 3 treating you? It's treating me really well. There's some of the cutscenes where you can tell, like, they just pulled them straight from the old games, but other than that, it's been real good. Chef time. this one. There's another practice bow for us. So you got the time. The time pole has fallen. It's like the Quagsire of this generation.
2 enemies detected. Strike first. Only one more.
Last one.
I was excited.
Won't give up.
I actually didn't even realize you could catch one until I was over there just like randomly grinding XP, and then it showed up. I'm like, wait, I could have got that here? Hey, she used her persona.
Not bad, huh?
Nope, gotta grab this item over here. We stand more money. Yeah. Dead ends. There's a shadow over here.
2 enemies detected. Strike first.
Critical hit.
Awesome.
Another critical hit.
Coup de grace.
Here's
The
our
enemy.
chance for an all-out attack!
Hell yeah, we're doing all out attack. Right. Shelf tab. I want this one. Alright. Because we need more money to play arcade games. This way. Yeah. The urge to baby, baby, baby. Yeah, get as much money as humanly possible is what I learned. Oh. I need Orpheus. You mean you don't have this song on your Spotify playlist? Because I do, and the FMC version.
Yes, excellent attack.
Awesome.
Wait, this is the FMC version, objectively superior choice in my head. Yeah, I was debating it left and right. I was like, I'll just go with the male protagonist.
That was easy.
I was literally sitting there trying to decide between the two for like 2 minutes. Like, but then I decided on the main character. It's down this hallway. Nothing. Come here, Shadow. I like her social freaks more, but both are good. Okay.
Can't lose to him.
Hell yeah, Junpei. Guitarist vibes. Haven't played any version of this game since college. It's been a long while since I played Persona 3. Rubber Soul. Equipment. Okay, so the Rebel Soul is not better than mine. Brown loafers. There we go. Just wandering aimlessly through Tartarus, looking for enemies to fight, and the way out.
2 enemies detected.
You are weak to ice. You were weak to fire, actually. Right. Blue mask. Blue mask.
Iori has defeated an enemy.
Junpei's got this.
Who's the man?
crit animation lives rent-free in my head. That's where it belongs. Homerun. Since powerful foe above you is closer than I thought, if you're ready, then don't test your luck. We're ready. After I do a quick save.
One enemy detected.
Just attack to say so. Stop missing me!
That was easy.
Three enemies present. Don't get careless.
You have some ice. Wait. Junpei's got this.
Good job, Iori. Another enemy down.
All right! That one just won't die.
Experience grew. Okay, we maybe do. We're all right on HP and MP. All right, let's not fuck this up. There we go.
Two enemies detected.
Stop missing me!
I couldn't finish it off.
Takira has defeated an enemy.
Just go for an attack.
Not bad, huh?
Three enemies
Okay.
present. Don't get careless. Yes, excellent
Awesome.
Another enemy defeated. Good job.
There we go. Now we're starting to land hits. I don't remember what the skull and crossbones does. Death draws near. Somebody tells me I should top up my HP and stuff. The Bufu card. Alright, topping off HP.
An assault by two enemies. Stand strong.
I couldn't finish it off.
Takira has defeated an enemy.
And we'll attack.
The enemy is down.
Here's
Keep
a
attacking.
chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
Yo, you can't be changed, baby. Zero, my beloved. Exception said no. What does Cup do? Which is good because we already had Pixie. Short bow. That's probably a better item. Equipment, Yukari, practice bow. Yeah, short bow. There we go. Player advantage.
One enemy detected. Strike first.
There it is.
Who's the man?
There's the home run we were all looking for. Turn around.
Two enemies detected. Strike first. The enemy is down. Nice. Keep attacking.
Take that!
Only one more.
Last one!
Lame.
Yeah. Chef Tab. Yeah, you already have this persona, the card vanishes. Damn it. Short sword, that was the first sword we got. Yeah.
3 enemies present. Don't get careless. Ha! 2 remain. Hermes! Only one more.
I'm good to go. Who's the man?
It's not reality, never be charity. Oops. Let's go this way. Turn around, Shadow. Turn around, Shadow. You weren't supposed to turn around again.
3 enemies present. Don't get careless.
Hey, Java, how are ya?
2 left. One more.
There it is. I was wondering when Inception was going to say that.
Another enemy defeated. Good job. One more.
And we'll just attack. There it is. There's the crit.
Who's the man?
Payload, I am good, right? I said I'm bad all the time. I mean, you're kind of a gremlin, but I wouldn't say you're bad. I'm running for.
3 enemies detected. They appear distressed.
I'm gonna fight him. Hell yeah, go fight him.
I'm good to go.
Throw hands with Rai. 2 home run crits. Junpei bringing the pain. Junpei ain't fucking around.
Bad, huh?
I feel a strong presence. It must be death.
And I'm gone. Mitsuru, pick me up, I'm scared. Anything I do for you? Check progress. Explore 4 levels at the tower. Please proceed as far as you can with the Tartarus. Anything else? Yeah, get the fuck out. Yeah, I'm not fighting death. Not this early. We will save. And that is also where we're going to end tonight. So who are we rating? Captain Rye's playing Hearthstone. I thought he was supposed to be playing Doom Eternal. And we'll give old Rye raid. That I'm availing with Take the Shot Media. May your wells never break. Arc shine bright. Catch you guys tomorrow for Shin Megami Tensei 4. Until then, see you in the next one. Once this raid goes like... Wabba.